You should have made one with a light blue cowl and red hat. Zuzu, Zuzu Otter. I thought about it. The cowls are all made from hand spun of mine, and I realized. Let me make sure I didn't. Okay, I didn't. I realized that I did not have any blue hand spun on one hand. Also, I don't have the right red. Zuzu's hats are more like vermilion, like his little bandana. Oh, okay. So I'm not sure if I'm going to redo these. This one is it just took hours to make. Just a ridiculous amount of time. And like I said, that one took. Oh, shit. So these are Hayahayas. That's the pack. And they're 1.5 millimeter. And usually I have to kind of bandage my hand up before, because when I use them, they're pretty much digging into the cushion of my hand. So, one thing I was thinking about, sometimes I'll just do band-aids, but I have this woodworker or wood, this adhesive that's great for wood carving. I haven't tried it out yet because I do have a little thumb protector. I thought about using that when I use these tiny needles. I even have smaller ones. So this is 1.2. I have tons of these because this is a size that I use a lot. In fact, the original pattern for this hat, this is what I used. These are really thin, and I have even thinner. I know I have 5-0, maybe 6-0. And I've made some tiny needles too, with some really strong wire that's not very pliable. All right, so we're done with the red. Let's make a blue one now. Maybe in the future I'll have these mitts were done on the 4 zeros. This was inspired by Shirokuma Cafe. when I was really into my doll collecting, made this pair for one of my dolls. I was very inspired by that anime. It was a lot of fun. Many wonderful evenings just watching that. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, so I've got different color. My zeros, this is ridiculous. This is how many I have on hand. Again, I always buy like multiples of my favorites, and I even hold on to the broken ones. Now for the broken ones, I did, because I'm cheap like that, I did repair one. Or no, that's not one I repaired. Where's the repaired? One I still have to repair. I know I have one that I repaired. Oh, I must have. No. Yeah, if I really wanted to, I can sand that down. I think it's because it's kind of veneered. And so they're kind of brittle. Whereas, I mean, I've had these. These are yeah, these are clovers. These are super strong. They're bamboo. I just keep buying nitpicks because they're so pretty. I think the blue ones are called Caspians. Yeah, you can see they broke right at where the color change. The layers. Anyway. My needle obsession. A lot of knit. Alright, so I'm going to do a long tail cast on. On 40 stitches, so this is how I determine for a long tail cast on how many stitches. It's usually, for the most part, kind of spot on. Sometimes I either have a lot left over or I have the tiniest tail. It depends on how tight. I really like this blue. I don't know how well it'll show on camera. No. I feel like I can go a little brighter with the light. Oh, Raven W, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I take it you guys know each other. Welcome to chat. Or welcome to the stream, not chat. Sorry. Yeah, I know you know everyone. I know. Yeah, I know you know everyone. He is all knowing. I earned that, sir. I'll have you know. I call him sir all the time. Tamer of the island animals. Well, welcome to the stream and me making tiny little hats for tiny little otter heads. The tinier, the better, I think. Yes. I think so. This is probably the hardest part of this whole thing is just me making sure I connect the two ends and not twist my circle. anyone coming in for this first time, I am Amu Blue. I am a variety crafter. I knit, crochet, weave, spin, and I do a little wood carving. And tonight, I figured since I hit affiliate, that I would finally give these otters that I worked on one of my earliest streams little hats. So one needs whiskers. I have to do that. I have Kawa, who's wearing a beret. He's my little mascot, as you see right here. And then there's also an emote of him, of this one exactly. And then I have Rocco, who is my little sea otter, and he's hatless right now. There he is. There's Kawa. Also this very fancy dude with his Ken sunglasses. Lucienne, yes, yeah, yay! Using the little Kawa sticker or emote. Just finished these giant mittens for myself last week. I think I did these on Friday's stream and then finally blocked them. They took over 48 hours. I think it was like 52 hours or so for them to dry. Compare in size. And then that mitt. This should be 1/3 scale? Maybe? No, yeah, I think so. I think I made it for a 1/3 scale doll. I remember all the scale dolls that I have. I think it's 1/3, 1/4, and then 1/6. Despite the mittens being very tiny, the dolls are actually quite large. 1/3 scale. Oh, Mario, thank you so much. Oh, how has your week been? Thank you. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you. Came as a surprise. But the process would take a lot longer. We had time to think about what we wanted to put in. Your week's been good? Mine has been good. Busy, but good. Thank you so much again. Hey, Starbug. You can thank Casper for that. We actually had another one, and then Starbug talked me out of it. I have I have an unknown fondness for Japanese pro wrestling. So I had one, and Casper had it all ready to go, and Starbug, my sister, was just like, you should stick with otters. Darn it. Okay. Actually, I really like, I love watching videos of otters playing with rocks. They are a delight. They can just go on all day. I wish I had that much time in my day that I could just lay on my back and just juggle rocks all day. Can we talk you back into, okay, no, we're gonna we're gonna use it for another alert. Either it's gonna be a points thing, or like a channel points redeem, or it's gonna be another alert. Yeah. Juggling rocks, Dwayne Johnson out there sweating. Wait, Wolf Force chill stream, it might have been yes, it might have been a bit much. Well, I think my follower alert is really a lot. You know about, see, people have told me about the otter stream, and I have yet to find it. I have to look for it. I always forget when I'm hopping onto Twitch to look for it, so I will have to do that. They are so entertaining. Okay, awesome. All right, I will. I will pull that up. Turn the sound off. Okay, well, we are gonna, I'm gonna follow them. That's just delightful. Thank you, Lucian. I appreciate that. Oh, just reruns. Okay. Maybe it's a weather thing? I'm wondering if maybe they'll pick it back up when it gets warmer. That would be awesome. I used to watch a grizzly stream. It's a national park. I wish I could remember which one it was. And it's just grizzly bears. They have a camera set up near part of a river where a lot of salmon swim up to, and just watching these grizzlies just catch salmon is so funny. It's not, I mean, very soothing, actually. So Mario, have you been able to repair your sweater? You attempted it yet? I'm messing up here. I was like, why? I was like, wow, you got quiet. And then I realized Dylan sat on my keyboard and paused the stream. Oh no. Dylan is just causing all kinds of problems this week. A little troublemaker. I still love him dearly. He's a terror. haven't fixed my sweater yet. But I did finish my traveler cowl. Nice. Very cool. How do you like it? It looks very squishy. The traveler, like the pattern itself. Both the shawl and the cowl. The colors are so pretty. It's blocking now. It's blocking now, so I haven't steamed it yet. But it's very squishy. It looks very squishy. Yeah, no, it's looks so comfy. I want a blanket. Found out they have a static live feed on YouTube. On Twitch, it's just highlights. Oh, okay, I will have to look for them on YouTube. Yeah, because I love watching otters play. You know, what if the alerts became stop motion crocheted otters wrestling? I'm working on that. not exactly. This little otter character is going to be my pro wrestling loving otter. So I've got like little lucha masks and stuff planned for him. But yeah, the stop motion, that would be a good idea. Right now, the only thing we have is we have photos that we can do otter dancing. That was an idea that's going to take both me and Casmer to try to figure that out. Hopefully as like an emote and then a little, maybe something fun for the stream, a bigger version. I think otters would make great wrestlers. They're very pliable. Oh goodness. A bit lively outside tonight. Not as lively as last week, though. Yeah, our experience with stop motion is very, very limited. I've like a tiny bit. I did something for my Instagram account, but it was just a bunny waving. It was very, very silly. But it's something I wouldn't mind exploring. It'd be fun, I think. I made a mistake here. try to fix a stitch with lace yarn. Why do you just keeps wanting to hop in the front and I need it in the back? Do this. That was weird. I did that. These two are my prototypes. This one I found to be too pointy. A little long. I'm gonna make another one in that color. And then this one, I used a much smaller needle and it took forever. And I'm gonna try to keep the prices on these a little bit down. So wanted a faster hat to make. I'm using a bigger needle and ever so slightly thicker lace weight yarn. Oh, anyway, so this is the one I just completed. So it's not quite as long. I don't know. I want to block tiny hats. But looks more like a gnome than a seafaring otter. Maybe I will, which will be ridiculous because it's just going to be tiny hats all over, wet tiny hats all over a piece of foam board. measure this. Minutes. The only difference between the other hats, except for the light green one, is just the length. I think this one is maybe 2 centimeters, and then I did the decrease, and then this one I did 1.5. Feverishly away in the other room. Oh goodness. Update on the Discord in a little bit. I will pause and we'll show projects. Also, I think I might have said it in the early part of stream. I added a new channel. I wanted like a go-to for like if you have a favorite knitwear designer, crochet designer. There's a pattern that you want people to see and maybe inspire, or if you have a new designer that you like, you can go and put it all there. All right, let's say one more row. Oh, I wish. No, this is actually, I think this is Knit Picks. I was trying out some other lace. I think this is from the same line. Though I bought it several years ago, so I don't know. I'll have to look back to see what line this is. Because this one is woolier. This, I think, the green is Plymouth. The red, the dark green, and the blue are, yeah, Knit Picks. I was doing a lot of doll knitting, so I picked up a lot of yarn, a lot of lace weight, way more, because like doll knits take so little of this stuff up. There's a couple different, yeah, I went and splurged on Knit Picks one day just to try all their different types of lace. I have to look back and see which one this is. I think I have a brown as well that's really pretty. I was hoping the blue would show up a little. It could be my lighting. I just brightened my light a little bit, but I think it might need to be a little bit brighter. Quite pick up how bright this blue is. I do have a giant cone of alpaca yarn, lace weight yarn, that I've experimented a little bit with dyeing. It takes the colors pretty well. They're not as bright or not as saturated as like the BFL or the Merino that I've dyed up. But it's still pretty. It also... Hey, miss. How are you doing today? Hey, I can't have the sound on, but I want to say hello. Hello, Erin. Hello, Sunshyness. Starbug. My sister should be on, but I'm not sure if she's a little under the blue. You probably can't hear me. I apologize. I'm talking away. I realize you just said you don't have the sound on. I'll do this. This is much easier. There we go. Djibouti. Get well soon, Starbug. Yeah, she's a little under the weather. I didn't know she had caught a cold, but... Oh my goodness, I'm messing up now. Goodness, just... not paying attention at all. Alright, am I off? Oh, it's just me. Meanness? Knit. Oh, I see what I did. I mistake the row below it. Oh my goodness, I just went crazy on this row. I think one thing we're going to be adding is how many times I mess up on my own pattern. So this pattern is from a zine that I made years ago for a doll, a 1/8 scale doll. It's called Pure Nemo, little anime style doll. And I had a collection of them, and I was having the best time making clothes for them. So I would make these itty bitty tiny knits for them, and I decided to write out my first pattern, and it was for this little hat. The people who also collected and knit could make their own. Learned a lot making that zine. Did not turn out well because it was very dark. Oh, it's a thank you. Yeah, I'm happy with it. Thank you. I appreciate that. So it looks very lumpy and bumpy. I might have to like soak them for a little bit. I think that'll fix it. So I was going to try not to block anything on these, but if I want them to look right, I'm going to have to do it. Okay, so now this is where I go into my funky decreases. I want to keep it slightly pointy. So I do some decreases, just a couple on the first row, and then the second rows I just knit them. And then I keep doing that every other row. I'm doing this because it's got my count. I'm not messing up my count, but messing up my rhythm. So much easier for me to know when I decrease on each of the needles. If it makes you feel better, I've been knitting for like 20 minutes and have messed up like 10 times. But here's the thing, Mario, no one knows. No one knows until you said something. See, you could have said, "Oh, that stinks. I've been knitting for 20 minutes and I'm not having any problems tonight." But at least you're being honest. I appreciate that. I appreciate your honesty. It makes me feel better. I'd like to say it's because the camera is on me. I don't know if I can really blame that. Because I could be watching something and just totally get involved and then not realize that like 20 rows later, I'm just like, wait, what? Yeah, the camera is definitely valid. So like I said, I could definitely mess up my getting involved in a TV show or something like that. I do not knit two at a time socks or two sleeves at a time, because it never fails. It never fails that I just knit them together. So I'll start out with two socks or two cuffs, and I'll just start knitting the leg, and then at some point they're connected and they're no longer two separate pieces. They're now one piece. So I get way too distracted easily because I'm usually just mindlessly knitting. Like here I'm doing a pattern. It's like knit two, purl two, and then, you know, this funky decrease that I do. And then there has to be a little bit, I have to pay attention a little bit. I started using an extra long needle when I do two at a time so I can try to keep them as separate as possible. Yeah, I try to do that too. I'm so used to, especially with knitting socks, I'm so used to just knit, you know, that or even when I have a pattern, I can, you know, for the most part, I could just like mindlessly knit it. But two at a time, it never fails. Always wind up having, or like a weird thing where like the foot is attached, you know, both feet are attached to each other. Yeah. I want to be that two at a time person, but I just can't. Yeah, no, it does help to try to keep them apart. That way with me. Be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of two at a time. I feel like I lose steam a lot faster. Oh, I can see that too. Yeah. Yeah, because they talk about like Sleeve Island or knitting two at a time. There's always the second sock syndrome, which I never feel like I experience. I've been really, really lucky, knock on wood, when it comes to socks that I want to knit the second one. But knitting like two sleeves at a time or even two socks at a time, it's like knitting. I want to make it because it makes sense. Then I get bored faster. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. No, I can see. Yeah, you would think the two at a time would make like keep you interested, but I feel like it draws it out. Kudos to those who can do two at a time. I want to like it because it makes sense. I get bored faster. Yeah. No, same. Also, undoing stitches, especially if you've done, like for me, in my case, where I've done like several rows and then having to frog like an inch and then having to put them back on the needles. You know, I mean, it's just... I'm not gonna yuck anyone's yum. If they are into two at a time, that is awesome. And I'm jealous. I did a pair of sleeves two at a time, and I think it took me longer than the entire front and back panel put together. Wow, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've never done the 2 at a time sleeves. I'm trying to think if I did, though. I don't think I have. I think I've done 2 at a time socks a couple times. And just one too many times I had to stop what I was doing to take out stitches, frog back, and then try to put them back on the needles properly. All right, let's see. Hopefully I didn't do anything too funky with. No. Oh no. Oh, that's a decrease row, so. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get Casmer to put up the original description GIF. It's very entertaining. It's actually it's not just a suplex, it's a deadlift suplex, which is just crazy. Original what now? No, the first choice in what I was gonna have as my subscription alert. Oh yeah, that. Yeah. I think we should have it as like a redeem or a some other alert. It's very entertaining. It is. Actually, it's actually Starbuck thought it might be too violent. I mean, I wasn't gonna put a splat in it or anything. Originally, that's what my boyfriend always suggests I jokingly suplex Dylan when he's being bratty. Oh no. It is one of my favorite moves. That is so funny. You know he's going to just cause more problems. Dylan's just going to be a bigger troublemaker if you do it. In case anyone, let's see if let me pull up Dylan's photo just to see how innocent this kitten is. And that Mario might be exaggerating just a little bit. Yeah, he totally will. He would never do it, but it's funny to imagine. So this is Dylan. Now, is that not the sweetest face? Now, how could that face cause so much trouble? Come on, Mario. Come on. Such a sweetie. Now, if you also go on Discord, you'll find out that he just chewed a hole in Mario's brand new sweater that he just finished. I should try and get a pic of his crazy face next time. Yes, you should. You should. Actually, I think Starbuck also posted another photo of Helena. I need to put some of my pictures of ZZ up. But let's see. We also have a pet section, whee! Of course.
Whee! Oh my god. Whee!
Oh, Satchel Max! Hello, thank you so much. Let me just show off this picture of Dylan. Oh, Lucian. Oh, thank you. Thank you to Satchel Max. Thank you for gifting Satchel Max. Thank you. First sub, first gifted sub, and first bits. Oh my gosh, I missed the bits part. Thank you so much. I missed the alert when this when I subbed and the sound is perfect. Isn't that a great? Okay, now, okay, so imagine a suplex and that sound. I need to make a separate alert for different subtypes. Yes. So that was one thing we were thinking about. So anyway, so I have, just real fast, this is a picture of Helena recently. And again, that face is hilarious. Anyway, cats are great. I admit it. We don't have any, but I want one eventually. Right now. So we did not do any adjustments to ads. So please let me know if anyone happens to see any. If they're obnoxious, the timing. We were still not sure how. Yeah, that was one thing we forgot to do. Helena's so cute. She is. Dylan and Helena are crazy adorable. Where am I at now? Thank you, Lucian. I really appreciate your support. Thank you. And everyone, thank you so much for everyone who followed, subbed. Well, the follows are what got me to affiliate. So thank you. And the watching. Helena has been a ragamuffin today, has she? She always. Yeah, I missed the gift sub part. I think, yeah, because we don't have a separate alert for that. That is something added to the list. I think I wrote that on the list. She totally stole CJ's seat, and he's going to have to scoop her up. Well, I mean, he's got to do what he's got to do. I read that as Rangoon muffin. I was a little confused for a second. Rangoons are really good, though. I don't know about a Rangoon muffin. That would be interesting. And we have not had in a very long time, and our timing has been really off. Chinese carryout. We have a place in our neighborhood that we like. She is a Rangoon muffin too. Seeing the alert, Lucian, and they're saying first for everything. That's awesome. Thank you. when these are done, I'm gonna have to attach them to the heads. Sewing hats on otters' heads seems so brutal. Read my knitting, or I don't. My next decrease. So project schedule wise, I'm gonna do one more, I think Sunday, one more for the socks. And then hopefully get the second project going. I would really love to do a spinning stream. So that might be something I might try to work in. It's dragging my spinning wheel upstairs. Oh goodness, that's not it. Oh, I know, right? Sorry about that. I always forget how loud it can be out front. It's a Friday night, and I mean, it's not warm out. It's actually quite chilly. Yes, they're going down the street like that, for sure. And even if I stream in the back of the house, it ricochets and might be even louder from the back of the house. It's kind of, yeah. When Casimir was doing voiceover, he was struggling with sound in this house. Hopefully, once we move, we will set it up so that we'll have more control over that. I mean, us leaving the city is not going to happen. Living in the city. But there's ways to fix it. Stream in the closet? Yeah. So true. Follow a music streamer that did that for a pretty long time. Yeah, no, I've heard that works really, really well. When Casimir was doing a lot of voiceover, or he was taking voice acting classes, he was trying to fix his setup. And one of the things he was about to do was totally empty out his closet and then set up a little mini studio. The only problem is like with our house is very old, so our like with all the rooms we're very limited on outlets and things like that, and so he wasn't able to move his computer to the closet. Now I use a laptop, so maybe the situation would be a little bit better. But I have heard that's like a legit setup that works really, really well for people. There's an Instagram account that I follow, and he does a lot of reviews for restaurants in New York City. And someone asked him, well, when he's traveling, because he does, around the city, like how does he record? And he was saying that when he does his voiceover, he'll be sitting in his bed, with a blanket, a duvet over him. The streamer had a PC in the bedroom and everything else in the closet. Okay. Yeah, there was a reason why it was going to get a little tough for Casmer to do that. Let me move. Hopefully the situation will change. We'll make the house work for us. Rather vice versa. It was also a space issue. I have really clear that, oh, that's right. Okay, so Casmer's closet actually has 2 racks. So he would have to reorganize the whole entire thing and remove a middle bar that I know part of it he still uses. So, yeah. Our house is super small, very old. And we're very limited. And these are things that like we had to deal with like well after we moved in. We've been living here for almost 20 years. So yeah, so we want to improve our situation. I think Casmer just loaded up the GIF that anyone who is not wrestling can look away for a moment. Let me see if this is the one. Oh, also, Mario posted his, oh my gosh, Mario, that is gorgeous. Okay, so this is the Traveler cowl that Mario knit. This is so beautiful. I love the colors. Congrats, Mario. That is, oh my gosh, yeah, that's gonna be so comfy and warm. Yeah, I want a Traveler blanket. The Noro was a perfect choice, I think. Oh, I think color-wise, it's gorgeous. So lovely. Now I want to knit one. It is so pretty. Yeah, no, excellent choice. For sure. Yeah, I love Noro. I have a soft spot for Noro. Okay, so I'm gonna put this. So this is, if anyone follows American wrestling, this is Kairi Sane, who, this is when she was in Japan. This is ridiculous. I don't know why I'm showing this here, but I'm going to anyway. Anyway, this is just an insane move. It was a nice it was a nice knit to work on at work. Oh, sorry. It was a nice knit for work hours. I could do it mindlessly. Definitely recommend. Okay, no, it is gorgeous. Okay, so that's a ridiculous suplex. Like, that's a deadlift. I mean, is that even considered a German suplex? So I'm going to turn it off because it is not everyone's jam. But we were looking at Joshi wrestling gifts, and I was just like, that would be it's so, yeah, anyway, it's a crazy suplex. It should be everyone's jam. It's amazing. Yeah, no. So Yeah, Joshi wrestling is amazing. It is, yeah, it is what those ladies do. Actually, there is one called Tokyo Joshi Pro. If you ever get a chance to, they do have a YouTube channel, though I don't think they do a lot of, like, maybe partial matches. So just think women's wrestling, but make it anime. It is amazing. Oh, I love Tokyo Joshi Pro. Anyway. The ladies are like badass and adorable at the same time. That was just Kairi Sane, I think. I think she went as Kairi Hojo. Could be wrong. I have to look that up. And she was in Japan. She was with Stardom. Okay, Kairi Hojo. Okay, I was right. Yeah, so imagine that gif. And then hearing, wee! That's what we originally had planned. So then I was like, Starbuck was like, I don't know. I may want to stick with the otter theme. So we'll use that for something else. Hear Casimir laughing. I don't know if that's what he's laughing about or not. Trying to see where I am at. Okay. We're getting there, folks. We're getting there. Looks like I may be able to finish another hat. Yeah, these little hats on tiny needles they take a long time. Otter. Needle. Splitty. That's what I was trying to think of like what this yarn was. And it does a lot when these round tipped knitting needles are splitting yarn. I think more suited for a thicker needle for a lace project. Not really micro knitting. So I would consider this micro. Did I end here? I see what it was. Silliness. I was not paying attention. I just kept going with my pattern. Now, I fixed it. Hopefully we'll have a couple more things like channel point redeems and things like that up before the next stream. I missed your Adora badass. I think we were just really surprised by how quickly affiliate happened. Yeah. I thought it would be a process. They would, like an approval process, things like that. Yeah. I mean, I'm not complaining at all, but it just took us by surprise. I thought we'd have more time. Yeah. But that's okay. We have some stuff to start. And I have some ideas. I don't know. I know some of my favorite streamers, they work on pretty big projects throughout the year, and then they do like kind of a raffle giveaway at the end of the year. And I thought that would be a very cool idea. You know, I'm not sure what I offer as a streamer, but I thought like with the otters right here, I just have to figure out the logistics of how I want to, but like maybe holding one of these back, because some of these are going to go into the shop, but holding one of these back and then raffling it off with other items. Gib otter. Yeah, so I thought like my brain is slow, Lucian. Gib. I think that's short for something, and I'm being a doofus right now. But I thought like holding one of these back at a certain point, and then raffling it off for subscribers, and then people who gift subscribers to other members, and things like that, and then like either at the end of the year or every 6 months. Oh, hello, Satchel Max. Hello. Welcome in. It was just something I was thinking about. I'm going to be working on little things like this throughout the year. Maybe some bigger projects. We'll see. That was an idea. They're going to be brooches because I love ridiculously large brooches, but yeah, so these are my my otters. So this is Kawa, and this is Rocco and his ridiculous little seafarer hat. Though his, I need to steam these down or iron them down. That's what I did with Kawa's. But anyway, he's got some unruly whiskers. So Rocco and then Kawa. Thank you. Like, your adorable little items that you've been working on. Your frog is cracking me up. And congratulations to 1,000 followers. Natural Max had an amazing stream today. I was there. I wasn't, but it was awesome. Yes. And talk about a badass. You deadlift online. I mean, on stream, which I thought was amazing. So, so that was awesome. I hope your stream ended awesome. All right, so I think, oh yeah, so I'm decreasing now. It was great. Happy to relax though. That's good. Yeah. No. Sorry, we've been talking about, of all things, Joshi wrestling. So, no, I don't know. It was, I would say, equally impressive. Just as amazing. But but there was no German suplex involved. I apologize if my level of concentration is on alert or on high. Yeah, we were talking about, Casper and I were, affiliate happened way faster than we expected. When I applied for it, I figured, oh, we got a couple days. And then from the time I got accepted, I thought the process would be a lot slower and I would have some stuff to put together. That did not happen. So last night we were looking at GIFs for various alerts. And yes, it is very fast, especially like I just figured, I mean, because I've seen people struggle with like getting partner and how long that process is. And I just figured, yeah, affiliate, same thing. And putting this together stream stuff is time consuming. It's okay to be slow. Yeah, no, it is very, that's the thing is that, so as we were looking through GIFs and things like that for various alarm or alerts, Asmer was just like, oh, and you're going to need this. Oh, and you're going to need that. Oh, and don't forget emotes. And just, I'm like, oh my God. This has turned into a job. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, so it was just, it came very fast and took me by surprise. And yeah, but we were looking through GIFs and one GIF I wanted, emotes and alerts and rewards. Oh my, yeah, no, for real. So we chose a otter juggling rocks because it's one of my favorite things to witness. I can watch videos of otters doing that all day, but originally this is what I wanted. With the same sound effect, by the way, was this very badass Kairi Sane doing a deadlift suplex. another wrestler. So anyway, so there's that. Starbug, my sister, convinced me not to do that. She was like, I don't know. Starbug's not. She's kind of in and out. But that was my. We're gonna use it for other things. Mario said you can, have it as another alert. We'll use it for other things. Maybe it will be a redeem or something. And that's another thing. Redeems. That Casper was like, oh, and don't forget redeems. I'm like, this is too overwhelming. I've got to stream tomorrow. Anyway, so we're putting stuff up. All right, now I'm thinking. Yeah, it's super overwhelming, but also know that the stuff will grow naturally over time as well. Oh, yeah, no, I agree. I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, because what I feared was that I would just crash and say, oh no, I don't think I can do this, but it's okay. Luckily, Casmer is very patient with me. All right, so we've got another little hat. How ridiculous is this? I think not driving in headfirst allows for things to happen organically as well, which is a bonus. So true. So true. The next step is going to be like, who's getting what hat? I'm just gonna laugh at them all night. And his whiskers are just crazy. A little iron holding them down, and then just hitting them with the tip of an iron will keep them down and stay in one place. It came out so cute. Thank you, Mario. They're so ridiculous. Yeah, tiny projects. They're so entertaining. I'm gonna end soon, but before that, it's really bothering me that this one does not have whiskers. So I will do that right now. I do not. All right. Going. I don't know why I'm using a beading needle for this. Yeah. I think I. Oh, there. All I'm doing is just making tiny little knots. An exciting problem. Oh. I need to make him next. Not sure he's the same treatment as Kawa. Yeah. I did this wrong. Shoot. Oh. One of them. Oh, we'll have. I'm gonna cut it. No. Don't ask me what I'm doing because I don't know. Watch the needles. They're just like coming at me. So exciting process of putting whiskers. Oh, Nah, here we go. All is lost. I see what happened. We go. All right, so now I gotta make a hat for him. I may redo this one. So let's see. Right, everyone, let's see who is on now that we can raid. Who is on this evening? Mano Mim? Mano Mim is crocheting. All right, let's see what they are up to. Miss Jinx was on earlier. I have yet to raid her channel. She was on earlier. Let's see. Okay, it looks like they are crocheting. What are they making? All right, let us visit them then. Okay, awesome, Lucy, and thank you so much for the suggestion, as always. Okay, so I will be back Sunday, in one more week, maybe one more stream of the, as Asmer would like to call them, cyberpunk socks. Yeah, I didn't quite finish them. So hopefully what I'm going to do is I'm going to knit on these that Sunday. Hopefully either I'm just doing the toe and the heel or I'm just working on the heels. Let's see. It would be awesome to finish them. Anyway, everyone, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the views, the follows. That's the main reason why I was able to get affiliate. So thank you so much. Yeah, thank you for the subscriptions. That is wild. Like Lucian. Yeah, thank you. Mario, Lucian, Raven. Who else was all I should be? Let me pull up my Twitch thing. Yeah, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. I just want to Starbug, Casmer, all of you guys, thank you so much. So everyone have just a wonderful Friday evening, and I know it's still early for some of you. It is not for us. And have a wonderful Saturday. Oh, thanks. I'd like we need a redeem for that. Thank you, Casmer. As I totally whistle into my water bottle. Yeah, thank you, Mario. And you guys, hopefully I'll see some of you on Sunday. If not, have a wonderful weekend. All right, so let me set up my raid, make sure I do this right. I still have otters up on my. Thanks to Lucian. All right, let's see if this works. Awesome. Okay. All right, guys. Well, if you want to use the little otter head, you're more than welcome to use it as a little raid sticker. But in the meantime, you guys have a great weekend. I will talk to you soon.